Imagine for a moment. What if I told you that most of us live trapped in our own illusions without even realizing it? That we wear masks that hide our true essence, and we don't even know it? What if I told you that these masks prevent us from living a full life, depriving us of true happiness and harmony? What if I told you that only by removing these masks can we find true freedom and start living in accordance with our true nature? Today we will talk about how our own mind creates a false reality for us, and how to free ourselves from this. Every day, millions of people wake up and live, but not as themselves. They live with an artificial shell woven from thoughts, emotions, other people's opinions. This is like an actor who played a role for so long that he forgot who he really is. Look around. Hatred, conflicts, wars. Could all this exist if people lived in harmony with their true essence? If we remembered that in the depth of each of us lies love, harmony, peace? Of course not. Imagine a world where every person realizes who they truly are, where all masks fall away, revealing true faces. Earth would transform in an instant, becoming a space of light, love, and harmony. But why doesn't this happen? Because we are asleep, immersed in the illusion of a false self. We identify with our fears, doubts, and limitations, living as if in a dream, unaware of our true nature. The path to awakening, to true happiness, peace, and harmony lies through mindfulness. Only by realizing who we truly are can we remove our masks and start living in accordance with our true essence, creating a world full of light and love. Mindfulness is the key to unity with oneself and with all that exists, allowing us to see the world as it truly is. But why does our mind so persistently create illusions, drawing us into a web of false perceptions? Why does it build walls of judgments, labels, and emotions, separating us from the real world and our true essence? Our mind, seeking to protect us, often creates barriers that only intensify our sense of separation and fear. These walls, built from prejudices and illusions, prevent us from seeing the true nature of reality and our place in it. Only through mindfulness can we begin to break down these barriers, opening ourselves to genuine unity and harmony. The answer is simple and at the same time deep. From fear. The mind is afraid to remain alone with life. It wants to control everything. But reality is not subject to control. And then the mind begins its game. It leads us away from the present moment, the only place where one can meet with truth. Past, future, memories, plans, regrets, anxieties, anything, just not here and not now. Mind and time are allies in this game. They keep us in captivity, not allowing us to break free. After all, what will happen if we stop? If we allow the present to burst into our life? We will have to face the truth. And it might not be easy. What if it hurts? What if we see something we don't want to see? And most importantly, what if we have to do something about it? The fear of confronting the present. The unwillingness to accept reality. This is what makes us hide behind the mask of a false self. Our mind creates an illusory life for us, a virtual reality where we can avoid unpleasant truths. As long as we drift on the waves of the past and future, as long as we run from the present, we are not truly living. We miss the moment here and now, lose touch with reality and ourselves. Only by daring to face the truth can we shatter these illusions and begin to live a full, mindful life. We exist in a made-up world where our inner dialogue becomes a shield that we believe protects us from life. But this shield does not protect. It only exacerbates our pain. Because the only way to free ourselves from suffering is to face it head on. As long as we hide behind illusions and false perceptions, we only intensify our fears and anxieties. Only by confronting reality, accepting it, and going through the pain can we find true liberation and inner peace. Our mind creates barriers that we think safeguard us. But in reality, they only prevent us from living a full and mindful life. And now, practice. A simple but powerful exercise. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes. And say to yourself, I am. Feel into these words. Let them in deep inside. Repeat several times. Listen. What responds to these words? Perhaps you will feel something very deep. Calm. Something completely unlike that which is created by thoughts and emotions. Do not fear this sensation. This is not splitting. This is the first step to wholeness. You simply realize that now you are indeed divided in two. The deep inner I is your truth. And the outer I from thoughts and emotions is a mask covering the real face. The more you identify yourself with the inner I, the less power this mask will have over you. The path to your real self begins with simple awareness. Remember, under every mask hides a genuine face. It is time to remove the mask and meet yourself. Try this exercise today and share in the comments. What did you feel when you said, I am? I am very interested to know how you like this format of presenting material, with practical exercises that can be tried immediately. Write about this in the comments. And if you want to get more such techniques and exercises for working with yourself, be sure to subscribe to the channel. There is much interesting ahead. See you in the next video. Take care of your real selves.